folks, this is Tony Rasmussen and welcome to the Big 100. So today we are going to reflect on the memories of what happened all those months ago when we were starting out as just a little speck of a channel on this big website. With that said, let us reflect on some memories by looking at the good old memory notebook. And by the way, apologies if this is really late. I mean, I've been busy with mini reviews, I'm getting ready to start randomness, and we might as well talk about this. We got a special gift from a friend of ours at New Gaming. See, new mic. It's gotten personalized too. This is awesome. I want to thank New Gaming once again for giving us this. This is pretty kick-ass. But with that said, let us get started by reading the book. Our first video that we put up all those months ago was released August 20th, 2014. Yes, it was that long ago. It has been over a year. The first video was our co-ed teaser trailer #1. And looking back on it, it still holds up, and I know many of you have probably been asking me, where's the next co-ed teaser trailer, or is there anything new with co-ed recently? Not really. We've been kind of taking some time out of it. It's the same thing with James and Rocco and Timebox King. It's just been, we've been taking our time out of it for a little bit to work on mini reviews, randomness, you know, all the stuff coming up. And at the same time, we're actually, I might be writing a few scripts for some movies or something that might be coming in the near future, so stay tuned when I get those updates. Our first HD video was up literally a few months ago. That would be September 9th, 2015. Now folks, let me tell you something. High definition for us has been a little peakish. Before the September 9th, when we finally flipped all the way to 3D, not 3D, high definition, we would have pick and choose videos that were in HD. And now every video is in HD. And I think that worked out best for us, and it worked out against us in some ways. It worked out great for us because the videos that we wanted to be in HD look beautiful in HD. But the ones that we kind of don't want to see in HD, that end up in HD, we could tell all the little mistakes we made. The perfect example is the New Line Pictures logo. I could still not forgive myself for that, you know, jittering of the text. Somehow I find that a little bit personally my fault, and that one's also been one I've been trying to work on getting fixed for the last couple of months. Our first 100,000 views. Well, actually, let's start out with the very bottom. Our first 10,000. That would have been all the way back in about November of 2014. About. Actually, no, that would have been May. I know my mind's kind of clouded right now. Bear with me on this one. When I did the 10,000 view special there, I didn't really talk about the logo videos, actually. I just presented them as they were. So now, I'm going to give you the opportunity to feel my actual thoughts on that. As if we flip through our pages here, we will find my top 10 favorite logo videos redone. I'm not going to go over the list right now, we'll go over it at the end. I just thought I'd bring this up, that I've been redoing the list, so we'll bring it up at the end. 50,000 views. Once again, the big 50, that was out in September. Actually, I think it was October. My reflections on it, looking back, holy crap, that thing still gets views. I mean, I hope this one gets about the same amount, but jeez, people still watch that a month after it was like up. And it just surprises me. That's been like the big ticket item for monetization. I've been surprised. 100,000 was literally 3 weeks ago. Now, that's why I'm doing this video, of course. But the reason it's the big 100 is because 100 subscribers. That was a week ago. It took me a little while because I've been getting over some stress from working on the last couple of videos, but what are you gonna do? December will be completely crazy. Bear with me, I'll give the update at the end over this. When we reached 50 subscribers, we did the big 52 weeks following that. Now when we did the big 50 then, again 2 weeks, that was a whole different story. Now it's been about a week, and we have now 106 subscribers. Once again, you guys are awesome. And we have almost 130,000 views. Once again, you guys are awesome. Continuing onward. The 100th video. This was done way back in February. And it surprises me now that we've done primarily over 200 this year. Because as you know, the 7th will be the 300th video, and this technically is counting as the 299th. But yeah, that really surprises me when, you've done 100, and then you go to 200, and then you go to 300. When December hits, I'm worried we're going to hit 400, and we're going to hit 500 in January, and, you kind of want to slow down a little bit, and you kind of get my point here. But that was when we reached 100, and I remember deciding that the Ransom Reviews was supposed to be the series finale. Didn't happen. Became the season premiere, and it was just astounding, to say the least, that something that took basically 2 weeks to work on ended up becoming the 100th video. The 200th video, which was in October. That was another one that I was kind of surprised at. Surprised in the fact that it didn't get as many views as the big 50, but who am I to blame? So, now that we've gotten through most of that, we'll hit the top 10 list right after this. Okay, folks, welcome back to the second half of the special. Now, when we last left off, we talked about the milestones. We talked about almost every single big one. So now we're going to get to something that I promised I would have gotten to. We're reviving the list of my top 10 favorite logo videos from the 10,000 views special. And I think that was only a couple months ago. So, here are my top 10 favorite logo videos now. Number 10. "20th Century Fox International Dream logo." To best describe this logo is to say, while it looks very simplistic, it was still kind of hard to do, but I like it for the way we oriented the style. And in all honesty, folks, there is an updated version coming soon. It'll be coming in March. I still like this version a lot better, though, than the one we did. Actually, come to think of it, if I were to do this version again, I would do it in the new version style, which I'm not going to give too much more away. So, with that said, yeah, that's my number 10 spot. Number 9. TriStar Pictures logo remake. So, let me give you an idea here of what we're talking about. This one, like the last one, and a couple of these ones on the list, were made by Ethan RBLX, or no, Ethan 1986 RBLX. Sorry, Ethan. But he did a really good job on all the videos, even the ones that are on this list and the ones that aren't on the list. He, the Ultimate Troopers, Justin, everyone did a good job with the ones that they have submitted and I've, used. They've all done good jobs. The reason I put this one at number 9, though, was because when I first saw it, when Ethan first had it and I, grabbed it and looked at it, the framing, how he had it, everything was right. I think I made a few minor tweaks. Other than that, though, it all was just, the way it was. I think the frame rate he had it at was like from frame 100 something onward. So you kind of missed the whole beginning, but I don't remember if I had to redo that or I had to switch it back to 0. It's a long story. But to get across my point, it's at number 9 because I thought it really went smoothly. Even if it didn't look the best, it was the best I could do and the best Ethan could do as well. And Ethan, you are a really cool person. Thank you for doing all this stuff. You really are awesome. With that said, number 8. Star Wars Episode 7 Intro revealed. This is the one that's caused the most stir-up amongst the logo videos. And what I mean is, holy shit, I never thought I'd see that many people get upset at a video like this. What makes me so surprised is the fact that there were people who were mainly just giving a thumbs down. I haven't heard any comments from people saying, oh, why would you do such a thing? 2 reasons. One, it became the 199th video, of course, and we thought, oh, a good joke would kind of lighten the humor before we did 200. And 2, with all the hype about the new Star Wars movie, which, by the way, at the time this comes out, will be in like 2 weeks, I thought it'd be nice to kind of throw my 2 cents in there. And everything that's written on the thing is what I do believe. I do believe that this movie, it's not bad. I can say Disney's going to do a better job than Lucas. But that's for the audience to decide, and the way I can feel they're going to decide this is they're going to say it's good now, and then months are going to pass, and then they're going to start really thinking about it, and then they're going to say, well, it's not as bad as the prequels, but it will never live up to the original trilogy. I will be perfectly honest with you, I've barely watched Star Wars, and it's not that I hate it, it's just that I never really got into Star Wars like everyone else. It's one of those things that I never got into, and I didn't get into for a few reasons. I'm not going to get into the reasons because I don't want to cause any more uproar, but let's just say it's not my cup of tea. But other than that, I put this one at number 8 for that exact reason. It just felt so hilariously bad in taste that I just had to do it. And I thought I did the best of jobs, and the fact that they got thumbs down is probably the most thumb down video ever. That is just a testament to how butthurt some people can get over a video like that. Number 7. Fox Animation Studios Dream Logo 2. Now this one has an interesting contextual story. This one was done by Justin. Justin did the Blender file for this one. He did a really damn good job. I actually just got a comment today, and at the time I'm recording this, by the way. Someone asked me what the file was, and then they asked me, was this supposed to be the Fox Anime Network, which was a video that was done by another channel called Homer Simpson. And I've seen his, and I enjoyed it, and that's why I wanted to do my Animation Studio 2 in that style. Really, I do like this one, and I like it because it's fast-paced. It just, the music fit it perfectly. It was probably one of those few times where I didn't have to tweak anything at all. Just the music fit perfectly. And when I put it through a filter on YouTube, like, one of those rare times you ever put something through a filter, which I do rarely, it just worked. And I can't really put my put my finger on why it kind of works. It just did. But yeah, that is just, it's on the top 10 list. Enough said. Number 6. Columbia Pictures Dream logo. And the one I'm talking about is the one with the Disney style. You know which one I'm talking about. The Columbia Pictures Disney style was the one that I realized was going to be the pain in the ass. And I realized it was going to be the pain in the ass because of 2 reasons. One, editing in the Disney Blender file sometimes is really tedious. Because there will be moments when you'll be trying to, get one thing done and another thing done. And at one point, with my computer especially, it'll freeze. And I'll be like, motherfucker. And, sorry for the language choice, but you get my point. And you're just like, all this hard work's going to go towards nothing. The other reason it was hard was because as I watch it now, I realize that there are a few mistakes, but like, I can't go back and fix them. But for the mistakes that there were, this is still really creative. I thought it was the best one I had done to that point. And it's kind of signifies like how creative I can get, and like, it's a perfect representation of how I can get creative at one moment, and then when I tried to do it with Warner Brothers and Paramount, it didn't work to my my expectations. I think this one was more superior than those two. But then again, I haven't done another, set of them with, Universal or DreamWorks or any of those. So those will probably be on the table next, but I'm not sure yet. So it's at number 6 for that exact reason. It was probably the hardest one I had to work on, but it was one of my favorites. Number 5.
From my hand, why don't people understand?
The Cartoon Network Studios Dream logos 1 and 2. These are the triple clips, by the way. These ones were ones that I can actually admit, like, were not that hard to really make, because it was just taking 2 clips and, green screening them together. But I did like how I did them, and I did like what we did with them. It was funny that I did 2 South Park ones and I didn't even realize it. I did 2 South Park ones, a regular show one, a Simpsons one, Sonic, and then I did one specialty made for my pet project, one of my many pet projects, the Time Box King, because that's something I want to see get made at Cartoon Network. And if anyone from Cartoon Network was watching this, you can find my email address. Email me, we'll talk. You know what I'm saying. I did like these ones. I thought everything worked. I did like my Time Box King one at the end, though, when I did use the Oingo Boingo song. I thought that was funny, but it just really worked. Everything just seemed to work. So, yeah, that's number 5. Number 4. Paramount Pictures' 1990s logo remake. This was another one done by Ethan. Ethan has this really good talent, I've noticed, where he can get something to really closely resemble what it was actually supposed to be. And what I mean by that is, like, he is really, really good at getting very, very close. I think with this one, I had to make one tiny adjustment, and that was the text. Other than that, everything else was spot on. It was perfect. It actually kind of reminded me of the Paramount logos. I think if I would have made one more tweak now, looking back at it, it would have probably been the beginning, but other than that, it all completely worked. It was just perfect. I made that one little tweak to the text. Everything else kind of fell into place. I think I only had to tweak, other than that, like one font for the Viacom byline, but other than that, everything really worked. It is up there as number 4. We're moving on, and yes, I'm looking down here at my notebook because it's kind of hard to remember this list. Number 3. Castle Rock Dream logo. Now, this one is up here for 2 reasons. One, the atmosphere I put it in when I put it through the filter, I thought really made it pop out. And 2, it once again fit the music perfectly. Now, yes, I didn't use the Castle Rock theme. Now, that could definitely be a problem, but it was a problem in the sense that anyone could have been pissed at me for doing that, but I did it because I wanted to. Now, what makes this one work really well is the fact that it is the atmosphere and it is the music. I didn't really have to make that many tweaks. I think I only had to make a tweak to the camera. Other than that, everything else just worked perfectly. I think the camera and the background are probably the only 2 things I had to switch. Other than that, it works perfectly. It is up there as number 3. Here we go, number 2. Modern Disney with the 90s Disney style. I put this one at number 2 for a very good reason. It is one of my favorites that I've done. And it's one of my favorites because the music-wise, it made me feel like a kid again. Because I kind of grew up with, the late 90s, Disney movies and the early 2000s Disney movies, and they had that theme for all the Pixar ones. It reminded me of that, and then doing it in the 90s style kind of reminded me of a few other 90s, Disney movies I watched as a kid. Everything seemed to work. Now, if I were to do this again, I'd probably do like what they do with the Pixar ones. They just, do the 3D castle zoom out, but do that with the 2D aesthetic. So that will probably be a possibility for spring. So, yeah, that is number 2. And here we go, folks. Number 1.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Paramount Pictures Dream logo, and you know which one I am talking about. I am talking about the one that has the blue mountain, the orange background, the stars. You know which one I am definitely talking about. This is my favorite because of 2 reasons. One, visually, I really like this one. I actually still have that Blender file sitting here. I have the actual video footage still sitting on my computer because I always want to go back to that and refer to this as probably one of my highlight moments of my YouTube career, especially in logo videos. Number two, while I didn't really like what music I had to put in there, which I ended up using some instrumental piece from Roger Rabbit, other than that, it did give it kind of a cool aesthetic. And it's something to which I can always say, like I said, I do consider this one of my favorites, one of my best that I've ever done, but, you know, it's kind of the example of as time went on, how I kind of lost a little bit of that touch, and yeah, I'm going to admit it, I've kind of lost a little bit of the touch, and that's why I'm taking this break to test out new things and stuff like that, and basically try to go into original material. I can say, though, that if I ever made a video as good as that, or if I ever made one as best as that, I will literally tell myself that I have basically went above and beyond my own game. So, yeah, I put this one at number one because it was, in my mind, the best thing I had ever done. With that said, folks, thank you for watching this. Stay tuned now because I have a few updates. And I know you're not really happy to hear this, but believe me, these will be really quick. So as you know, December, January, February, we're not doing any logo videos. But we will be doing a lot more. December, we're going to be doing commentaries. There will be commentaries on every mini reviews, every ransom reviews, and maybe for the Hangout Walt Disney World mini-series we might do a commentary for. Now with this commentary, I know I've done commentaries for ransom reviews before, but these ones are going to be redo commentaries. And this time I hope to get a few of my friends in, like, you know, Nathan Wisniewski, Reagan Krieger, you know, Bree Kroniak, and Adam Baczynski, and all of them, to hopefully come in, you know, and help fill out some of the commentary stuff. January, we'll obviously be starting Randomness, and we actually, I just finished the schedule, and we're going to be filming 10 episodes, but that's going to be split up into like 54 for the whole entire year. So, Nathan, Raiden, get Adam, and, you know, we got to all talk about this. And then February, we're hopefully going to do another mini-series. I said hopefully, in that if it does happen, we will hopefully make it really good, because I really want to make this one the best one, because it could be the last one. And yeah, we'd only be doing 2, but I want to make it the best one I could do. And finally, I'm trying right now to get all the old videos from the Facebook group page off the group page, like download them, convert them, and put them up on YouTube. And we might do, basically these might be out of the vault videos, where these are videos that have been in basically the group page but haven't been uploaded to YouTube for various reasons. These were the old videos from 2012. That's a possibility of happening. And folks, it has been really gratifying to get 100,000 plus views. It has been really gratifying to get 100 plus subscribers. I like to say I'm going to keep up the good work as best as I can. I hope the 3-month drought doesn't really detract away from anyone. And you will see new logo videos again in March. I actually have a few that are actually on standstill for March. I really do hope you guys appreciate these next 3 months, because these are going to be the hardest months of my life. And it's not going to be any easier because of college and, you know, going back to that, and then, you know, going through, you know, the process of actually growing up. But I hope that you all enjoy the next 3 months and enjoy all the videos we're going to do. And with that said, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you for getting me the 100 subscribers. Thank you for getting me 100,000 plus views. You guys are the best. Ethan, Justin, Aaron, Jack, Daniel, you guys are all really awesome with the stuff you do. Find them on DeviantArt. They are really cool. I will see you guys basically next time for the commentaries or randomness or whatever. We got the last mini reviews going up on the 7th. It'll be our season finale. And like I said, we're going to be talking about a certain YouTuber whose real videos are real, I guess. With that said, folks, I will see you next time.